Hi everyone, welcome back. Today we're diving into an essential part of maintaining your Moodle site, setting up Cron. Whether you're a Moodle admin or just starting your Moodle journey, understanding and configuring Cron is crucial to ensure your site runs smoothly and efficiently. So what is Cron? Think of it as Moodle's personal assistant working behind the scenes. It automates important tasks like sending notifications, updating course activities, and managing scheduled events. Basically, it keeps your Moodle site alive and kicking. In this step-by-step guide, I will show you how to set up Moodle Cron on your server, whether you're using cPanel, command line access, or third-party hosting service. No tech jargon, just simple instructions to get you up and running. So by the end of this video, you will have a fully functional Cron setup and your Moodle site will operate like a pro. Ready to get started? Let's jump right in. On your Moodle site, where can you find information about whether your Cron is running properly? Okay, so let's go to Site Administration. The first place you need to look is under Notifications. And then the notifications will tell you that when last the Cron job actually ran. Okay, it says here that mine ran for 6 minutes 12 seconds. Okay, it hasn't been run for that time and it should run every 1 minute. Okay, that's your first notification informing you that your Cron isn't running and it isn't set up properly. Okay, the second is clicking on server and then clicking on task processing. You'll see there that under task processing, enable Cron, this is unchecked. Okay, and then again on server, scroll down to where you see scheduled tasks. Here in the fail delay, okay, if you leave that setting, the Cron setting disabled, you'll see there Cron is disabled. No new task will be started. The system will not operate properly until it is enabled again. So if you leave that too long, you'll see under fail delay, this will light up and it will become bottleneck. So all those scheduled tasks will stop working if I leave this a day or two. Okay, so that's why it's important to set up Cron properly so that Moodle runs smoothly. Okay, so now we will move over to our control panel. Okay, so once we're in our control panel, and this is where Moodle is hosted, okay, you can scroll down and then under advanced, the advanced tab, you'll see there's our Cron jobs. Now we need to set it up on our server. So let's click on Cron jobs and here you'll see no Cron jobs are set up. Okay, so we need to set it up. And it's really not difficult because we have a general example that we can use here. It says here user local bin php, and then this is your directory where your Cron script is actually sitting. Okay, so it's home, mine is eLearning, eLearn for public HTML, and then my path to my Cron script. Okay, so I can copy that. And then I can scroll down and in the command line, I can paste that. Okay, so that's script there, the PHP script. I can copy it and then paste it there. Now I need to tell this script where my cron.php is. Okay, so I can find that. So let's just open another tab of my control panel. Okay, then I'll go to File Manager. Remember my site's name is training.elearningportal.co.za. So I'll find that directory or that domain name or subdomain. So there's the training.elearningportal.co.za. I'll double click on that. Remember it says here, it should be under home and then eLearning and then public and then the path. Okay. But in Moodle, it also tells me where my cron.php is sitting. So if I click on Site Administration, and then the General tab, and then Notifications, you'll see my cron script or my cron.php is under admin, CLI, and then cron.php. So let's go and find that. So it's under admin, and then CLI, and then my cron. There's my cron script. Okay, so all I need to do now is copy this. I'll copy that. I'll go back to my cron, my command line here. I'll remove where it says from public there, and I'll paste that in there. Okay, so I have public, and then my URL, and then admin, and then CLI, and now I can add cron.php. So that's the whole script. Okay, so since I'm using a subdomain, if you're not using a subdomain, yours will look differently. So you won't have this here. You won't have the subdomain. Okay, you will only have this part here and that part there. Okay, so you won't have the subdomain. So my Moodle is sitting on a subdomain. So that's why I have to include where this is actually the path where my cron.php lives. Okay, so it's admin CLI cron.php, but this path includes my subdomain path as well. Okay, so and that is why I need to include that part as well in my script. Okay, so now I need to choose when it should run. Okay, so remember it says here it should run every 1 minute. Okay, so we go back, we select under common settings, we select once per minute. You can specify a different time that it should run, but I usually leave it on 1 minute since I have this one and then other subdomains that are running every 1 minute. So I'll leave that on every 1 minute, and you'll see immediately it populates these fields. Okay, so that star indicates it's every 1 minute, once per minute, every hour, every day, every month, and every day. When you under cron email, you can also click on more here and specify an email address, and this will notify you to that email address. It will send notifications to that email address when the cron is running. Once you're done with that, you can click on add new cron job. It says here cPanel successfully added the cron job, and now you'll see there's my cron job active. Okay, so go back to Moodle, then go to site administration again, and then to server, and then go to task processing and make sure that you enable cron. Click on save changes, and now when you go back to general and click on notifications, you'll see that notification is still running. I'll refresh. Let's just wait. Okay. So you'll see it's counting down the seconds. Okay, there you'll see there was 13 minutes 59 seconds between the last two runs of the cron maintenance script. So yeah, we recommend configuring the run to run it frequently. Okay, so now the notification is gone. So we've set up our cron job. Let's just go to our server again and make sure that the scheduled tasks, okay, so everything is back up. And then we can look in our reports now, under reports, and see our performance overview. And here you'll see everything turned to OK here. Automatic backups is set up, debug messages as well as statistics. Everything is running smoothly now. And that is how easy it is to set up your cron job. Just remember, you can copy this, but here you need to specify the path where your cron.php file lives. Okay, so where this file lives. If you're still struggling, please make sure that cron.php, the file permission should be 0644. And then when you go back, when you move up a level, you'll see that the CLI, the folder, should be accessible. So it's 0755, and then the main folder, the admin folder, okay, should also be 0755. So just make sure those permissions are set properly. And from there, it's a straightforward process. You add your cron job, you specify the common settings, and then you're good to go.